I had to play at least one game with Cerebro 5 with Camelot as the new featured location. Let's see how it goes. Nidavellir is a little awkward. It's an interesting backup location, but I obviously can't play there normally. I'll just hold on to my cards, because they're going to play a card to Nidavellir this turn if they do play one, yeah. Okay. It's a good location for me to Medusa and Ancient One, so I might be able to get the extra cards here from Asgard. And then we have Camelot. So Camelot, we can freely play the Rocket too. Even if we miss, we hit. And then Cerebro will have to decide if that's getting played into Nidavellir. I think we probably just play the Cerebro into Camelot as well. And that might even be a play that we make this turn. Ooh, Martyr is also good as a means to play for Asgard for this turn. Oh, but Martyr will move to Nidavellir. So I actually just straight up can't. Martyr can get played into Camelot. I could also Titania into Asgard this turn. And then next turn I'm playing Rocket Martyr into Camelot and Tau Mandala as well, to turn Martyr off. I think this is good. I mean, this is a lot of power in Asgard, which means I will probably rip the Mystique or Iron Man, which I can play in either of these two locations. Let's go for it. I'm not snapping because I don't want my opponent to retreat. But we are going to be able to get that Asgard card draw. And we find the Iron Man even. So that's really interesting. We also have Mystique. We can also play for Nidavellir. So we could do something like this. But we can only play the Martyr here if we're going to play Tau Mandala next turn. So next turn could be Tau Mandala and then Silk into Asgard. I think we probably will play the Tau Mandala next turn. Just trying to think if there's any universe where we just slam an Iron Man in Camelot and still feel pretty dang good about that. Next turn I could Mystique Tau Mandala, but that doesn't seem super great. I think we are going to go for this play. And next turn is just Tau Mandala, Silk, and then maybe even an Ant-Man off the top into Asgard. Oh, but then I don't have a location to play Silk. I could play Silk in Nidavellir and try to get a little tricky with it. It's actually possible. Okay, there's some fun stuff going on with this one. So if I have priority here, which I do believe that I will. Yep, this still gives me prio. Now, with prio, with this Ant-Man draw, I can technically play Silk here, and it maybe messes up everything and loses me the game, but we're going for a YouTube highlight on this one. And my opponent is pretty unlikely to play to Nidavellir, though, aren't they? Yeah, they really have no incentive to play to Nidavellir. Am I playing against someone that could Enchantress me? Yeah, probably. Oh, they got my Agent Venom, which is just a troll card in here. I'm giving them Titania, but then hoping that they play to Nidavellir and give me the Silk. 22. They know I can't play to this location is the awkward thing. So what am I supposed to do? Not make any play? Let's make this play. It's funny. If I get punished for it, so be it. Let's see what happens. I think I will. Oh, I get so punished for it. Okay. We could actually win having 15 power here if they play something small, and then we just have a huge Silk over in Nidavellir. we're going to lose Asgard, win Camelot, Nidavellir. This is ridiculous. Cannonball. Oh, okay, it was Cannonball to try to mess me up, but I still have 10 power in Camelot, and I win in Nidavellir. Amazing. Real quick, I wanted to do a deck breakdown as well, mostly just to say I just realized that Merlin can also be a Cerebro 5 card because Omniversal Presence giving it +2 power will make it a 5 power card along with the rest of your deck, but location change is super important for Cerebro decks, as you just saw, because otherwise there's just locations that you are unable to play to. So I do think that Merlin could be interesting to try out in this deck list. I do think you want to play a second ongoing card that isn't Ant-Man. Like I had Iron Man in this video and I had Miss Marvel in my earlier YouTube short. Just something else that Mystique can copy to justify its inclusion in the deck. Otherwise, I'm trying to make the curve of this deck as low as it possibly can be, which means I am playing some rather interesting cards that can get up to 5 power. Angela is kind of a tricky one here, where you want to play Angela as the second card in a location in this deck. You want to go like Ant-Man into Angela into 2 other cards to get it up to exactly 5 power. And then we have these 1-cost cards with drawbacks, Martyr and Titania, which notably you can remove those drawbacks with the Ancient One's Tau Mandala. Hopefully this video inspires you to try out this deck because it was a lot of fun. But for today, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.